11-year-olds or the 12-year-olds here? I have an entire joke about balls, and that's not a joke, it's coming, and just brace yourself. Okay. I had to get out of the way. I was like sweating. I was like, I am gonna talk about balls, and there's children. But you'll find out about them one day yourself anyway. Anyway, so, ladies and gentlemen, this is my 5th time in Winnipeg, in the city of Winnipeg. Yeah. I used to date a Winnipeg man. Not so much. No, but I do like Winnipeg very much, and I find you really friendly. I think you're really friendly people. Just today, I was walking here. I walked to the theater from the hotel, and I met like 3 friendly people. They all asked for change, but nonetheless, very friendly. Okay, who here by round of applause exercises or works out? What a healthy crowd. I am impressed. Okay, so I also exercise. Now, second round of applause. Does that irritate anyone in this room? Yeah, okay, it's okay. I get it, because I wasn't always an exerciser. And I used to live with a girl who exercised incessantly. And she always used to say things like, oh, my biceps are so sore. And I'd be like, oh, shut up. Because she wasn't really saying, my biceps are sore. What she was saying was, I am so great. Because I work out. It was like passive-aggressive bragging. And I wasn't really into that. And so I'm gonna talk about exercising, but I'm not gonna talk about how great I am, because that's implied. No, I want to talk a little bit about my exercise life. And for instance, I'll start by saying this. I don't go to a gym. I go to the YMCA. Does anybody here go to a YMCA? It's a great facility. I go there partly because it's close to my house, but also because everyone that works at the Y is kind of a weirdo. You know what I mean? Like, they're kind of social outcasts. It's like the island of misfit toys. You know, in fact, I feel like there are no social standards at the Y. Like, there's actually a sign in the change room that says, no blowing your nose without a Kleenex. Which means that happened enough times. And enough people complained to the front desk that they had to have a sign made to put on the wall. But all this to say, I actually really like that because I can relax, right? Because I've been to other like fancy gyms and they're stressful. I'm like, do I have to dress up to go to the gym? You know, am I wearing the right spandex? I could show up at the Y in like diapers and a pair of espadrilles and, you know, I'd fit right in. Like one time I fell off the treadmill and this guy that works there was like, that's how I do it too. And we high-fived and we both felt better, you know? It's a really great place. I'm serious. I fit in and that's not a good thing. So, anyway, but here's a weird thing. Maybe it's a bit weird about me going to a gym. I really like being naked in the change room, okay? And I'm not like a pervert. I think I just get a kick out of the fact that it's a public place, but you can still be naked. You know, like you can't go to the movies naked or like the bank naked, you know? Or like you could, but you'd be arrested or sexually assaulted. So you won't avoid that, but you can do it in the Y. You know, when we're all together, we're all naked. And I'm not like a weird nakaroonie, you know, like there are women in there who are like super naked, like putting cream on like they're seasoning a chicken they're about to roast, you know? They're like getting in the neck fold, only it's the VV fold, you know what I mean? I'm like, okay, maybe don't enjoy it that much, you know? But I was talking to a friend about my love of the nudity in the change room, and she said, you know, well, maybe you're a nudist. Like, maybe you should try that out. Like, maybe you should go to a nude beach. And I was like, no, I think that's weird. You know, like, I would just feel creepy if I went to a nude beach. Probably because if I went to a nude beach, I would just be hiding behind some bushes spying on people. And also, too much is going on at the nude beach. You know, like, how is that fun? You know, I've got sand in my voo-voo, you know, and like, my nipples are sunburned. I want to eat a sandwich, but I have to brush the pubes off the picnic table. You know, this is not... It doesn't sound like a fun time to me. Like, yeah, I'm naked, but everything else sucks. So I'm just gonna keep it in the change room, okay? But here's the other part I like about nudity in the change room. It's kind of therapeutic, right? Because everyone's naked. It's an even playing field. And so I'm a woman, and I have insecurities about my body. Okay, whatever. But here's the thing, in the gym change room, no matter what your bodily insecurity is, someone in there has it worse. Okay, you're like, I have fat thighs, someone has fatter thighs, it's fine. I have a flat ass, someone has a flatter ass, you know? It's good for you. My thing is that I have small breasts. I'm currently wearing 2 push-up bras. And it's not like I cry at night eating chocolate in my bed. You're like, I wish I had bigger boobs. And if I do, that's really none of your business. But it's just part of being a woman that I've never fully been able to experience. Like, literally, I've never, like, filled out a 34B. You know what I mean? Like, it's, like, an empty part of my life. And I have friends, well, not empty, but it's, like, half full, optimistic. So I have friends who have boobs, you know? And they say things to me, like, that guy is so creepy. He's always looking at my cleavage. And I'm like, yeah. Like, that has never happened to me. I've never had that problem. Like, if a guy is looking there, he's looking for my cleavage. He's confused. You know, he's like, it looks like a woman, but then, pass me my glasses, something. Oh, I think I see a shadow. Okay, so I guess, relates to some chocolate that I was eating in bed that melted. It's kind of sad. I think I had cleavage one time. It was yeah. It was the year 2004. I was exiting an elevator, and the doors closed on me. And I was like, oh my God, oh, amazing. And then it was over. Thanks. It was a happy time. For a brief period, I was setting up dates in elevators, trying to recreate the moment. It proved to be expensive, and people were always like, why are you taking the elevator? Are you staying at this hotel? Whatever. So anyway, let's get back to the gym change room. The other day I'm in there, whatever, I'm not doing this, and just minding my, the worst is when you run into someone and you're like naked and putting on your underpants. I feel like that is the most vulnerable position. You're like, oh, hello, yeah, oh, let's have a chat now, great idea. Anyway, so I'm in there, and this woman comes out of the shower, and she's just like a Venus. Like, she has like Scarlett Johansson's body, you know, ugly face, whatever. And we're not talking about faces, we're talking about boobs, okay? So she has these boobs, and they were just beautiful. And her face was okay too. I'm just bitter. So she has these boobs, and she just walks out, you know, the change room. And she's not really walking like that, but that's in my imagination how she's walking. And I was like, wow, those are amazing boobs. I wish I could rub my face in them, you know, like, and I'm not even gay, like, what's going on? And I just imagined her life was better than mine, you know? I was like, oh, she probably lives in a mansion. She probably has a pet unicorn. Men feed her grapes all day. I know there are probably some large-breasted women in the room who are like, shut up, my back hurts. But this is from a little titty, okay? This is a little titty talking. I probably can't say titty on the TV. Anyway, so I felt kind of sad after seeing Scarlett Johansson, and I kind of just sat there, you know, and stared at the wall for a while. And then I was like, that's not the wall, that's some other girl. I feel better now. Do you see? The therapy, some of you are like, oh, that's mean. But that girl, you know, she probably got something. I noticed she had a zit on her face, and she was looking at it in the mirror, and she probably felt bad. And then she saw my back knee, and she was like, I feel better now, you know? Truth is, I don't have back knee. I just had to make the joke fair. I have a really great back, actually. It looks a lot like my friend. So, whatevs. I think the sad thing is that there probably is always one person in the change room who never feels better. Like they're always searching for someone worse off than them and they never find it. You know, like there's some woman who has like a weird mushroom growing out of her leg. You know, and she goes to the doctor, she's like, what is this? He's like, I don't know, get out of my office. Mushrooms on body, weird. So she's just in the change room looking for a bigger mushroom, you know? She's like, anybody, come on. Oh, that's a cantaloupe. I don't know. She just leaves sad. There's probably also always a man in the men's change room who's like, anybody got less than 2 inches? Do I see less than 2? Oh, that's just a mushroom. And then, what am I doing in the women's change room? So, thanks, one guy who started a wave of clapter. I don't even want to imagine what the guy's change room is like. Ugh. Because, like, the woman's is weird enough, you know, even though I like it. Cuckoo. My parents are gonna be so happy to see this on TV. Yeah, the guys' change room, I just imagine they're all like teabagging all the stools. I don't know. I'm gonna sit down here, no, here, oh, you know. With their weird satchel of manhood. Here come the balls. I told you. It's true. Balls. Men have them. Women have to do things to them. No, seriously, the balls really stress me out. Like, I actually sometimes lie in bed eating chocolate just wondering how to deal with the balls. I'm a 34-year-old woman. I've dealt with enough balls that you would think, she knows what to do with balls. But you'd be wrong. That would be a misconception. They're really weird. I was talking to a guy friend, and we were exchanging sex advice, and I was like, cut your fingernails. And then, no, they looked dirty, so I was like, that's... His advice to me was, get the balls involved. Whatever you're doing, make sure to get the ball. Don't forget the balls. I was like, okay, yeah, I'll get the balls involved. No problem. Yeah, that's cool. Whatevs. But I forgot to like ask like, how? So weird. First of all, they're like soft and hard at the same time. I can't get a grasp on the texture. Like, it's like if a walnut and a prune had a baby. That would be a balls. I would have aborted. And I know they're sensitive, right? Like, I have a brother, and I used to kick him in the balls, and he would fall to the floor and cry for hours, you know? So I'm afraid of them. I don't want to hurt them. You know, I'm like, this is supposed to be like a kinky moment. I'm like, hey, okay, yeah, the balls. Okay, should I pet these? Oh. They're so cute, your balls. They're really, can I call them Elmo? I know you're supposed to cup them, you know, like, oh, a little cup, you know, but then what if I cup them too hard, you know? And the guy's like, oh, and I'm like, oh, he likes that. I think he likes that when I cup them like this. It's too awkward for him to be like, get out of my house! I usually just end up like David Bowie in the movie Labyrinth. I'm like... there was always like 4 weird hairs on the balls. And they were like jagged and then curly at the same time, you know, because they've been like crammed in your pants all day. They were like, yeah, so I was at the game, and then I'd suck this, you know, like. And I'm always like, maybe you could wax that. But then I picture waxing a balls. And the skin is so weird, I don't think it could work. You know, they'd be like, okay, yeah, we're trying to wax these balls. Okay, yeah, okay, the balls are in St. Boniface, we're in Winnipeg. We don't know when it's gonna end. It's just like a big pizza dough. Pepperoni, you know, and then the next girl's like, delicious. They're like the old man part of the body. Like I could pull a cougar move, bring like a 19-year-old home. It's legal. I'd be like, ooh, you're so young, you're so fit. 85, you know? It's like they time traveled without him. The balls are all like, hello, madam. Pass me my cane, would you? And they move by themselves. I don't know if you all know this, but like when stuff happens between a man and a woman, and then usually the man's head is like, but you're still awake, because nothing happened. We're like, I'm still awake, should I do some dishes? Sorry, awake and angry. Anyway, and but instead maybe you just take a moment and watch your man's balls as he sleeps. They're still moving. The skin is like up to something. You know, they're like, they look like E.T. when they find him in the ditch. And I know you're supposed to put them in your mouth. I was like, okay, yeah, we're gonna do this. Okay. They don't fit. You're like, do you have a shoehorn? Okay, just to happen. Sexy. And then sometimes they do fit, and that's just as awkward, you know? We're like,